The African Development Fund, ADF, has for many years now successfully supported numerous development projects in Africa. Time and again, it has proven itself to be a motor in the dynamic development of Africa and in the economic integration of the continent. Why this success? Because the ADF and the AfDB are present on the land. Their experts have a good understanding of the culture, the history, the context, and the dynamics at work in the development of Africa. This allows them to have a decision-making process that often puts them ahead. These are some of the areas and projects that are in dire need of help. Liberia only recently saw the end of the 15-year-long civil war and is now experiencing a population growth that presents a challenge for both the government and their developing partners. The problem of accessing drinking water in the region of Kakata, for example, is becoming more acute.
Il nous faut élargir la distribution de l'eau aux autres zones. Nous attendons l'aide du gouvernement avec beaucoup d'impatience et de la bade.
Nous avons des problèmes d'eau. Nous avons besoin de l'aide de l'État pour régler ce problème. Si nous trouvons l'eau, nous sommes contents, mais elle est encore très sale. Nous préparons avec, nous faisons tout avec, mais elle reste introuvable la plupart du temps.
This precious liquid is only available 2 hours a day, and it's often of such poor quality that it's unfit to drink. Difficulties affecting the functioning of the single hospital in the area.
Nous n'avons pas assez d'eau potable adéquate ici. Les sources d'eau potable que nous avons à l'heure actuelle sont de deux ordres. D'abord, l'eau potable et le système de pompage manuel. Ils nous coupent l'eau des fois pendant des jours.
Further away in neighboring Sierra Leone lies Freetown, the capital, where the water problem is even more flagrant because it affects one of the most populated cities in West Africa. The current system that supplies the city dates back to the 1960s and was designed to provide water for 600,000 people.
This morning, I look over the can't get water now. They say before pump the open. But all the money we don't come for can't wait for let pump open. Because now they sticking me they help me for water business. We work the up and now they skin more. If you pump lock and I pass to go over so now they will get water.
This is the only station that supply potable water to Freetown. So if we are down, Freetown we go without water.
According to authorities, it would cost $300 million to solve this water problem in the capital for good. The disastrous situation in Lake Chad deeply concerns the local people and the authorities. According to certain studies, these climatic and geological changes have resulted in the lake losing close to 90% of its surface. From 25,000 square kilometers in the beginning, now there's only 7,000 left. Another negative consequence of this situation is the chronic absenteeism of school children, because they need to go further now for cattle to drink, owing to the narrowing of the surface of the lake.
Il y a beaucoup de possibilités que les gens peuvent faire. Mais maintenant, vous avez vu ces populations, comment les gens souffrent. C'est des jeunes âgés de 6 à 7 ans, à 10 ans qui viennent rester toujours derrière le bétail. Les gens n'aiment même pas, parce que c'est eux qui mènent le bétail, c'est eux qui conduisent le bœuf. Et s'il y a les forages, s'il y a les puits qui est dans la zone, je pense que ces gens-là peuvent aller à l'école et étudier.
Amongst the many projects put to work by the international community to save Lake Chad, there is notably Protobalt. It's a €35 million program initiated by the Lake Chad Basin Commission and co-financed by the African Development Fund.
Si on n'intervient pas énergiquement, c'est-à-dire dans 20 ans, 30 ans, on n'aura pas vu, on ne verra pas cet espace-là. Tout sera envahi et donc le lac va se rétrécir au fur et à mesure en laissant la place à des îles, quoi.
Beyond the ADF's projects that need great funding, some programs have been a major success for the fund. In the Horn of Africa and at Sahel, the dryness is preponderant, but more and more initiatives are being launched to confront this terrible climatic phenomena. For instance, the program Feed My Cow, an initiative that received aid by the ADF-12 for its first stage and targeted most notably Ethiopia, Djibouti, and Kenya.
ያው በአመት እንግዲህ መሬት ከተገኘ ቢያንስ 2-3 ቃዳ 4 ቃዳ ምናምን እናዘምራለን። ከዛ ያው ከሰላ ቢያንስ እስከ 1 ቃዳ ላይ እስከ 5 እስከ 6 ኩንታል ምናምን ይገኛል። ቃዳ ማለት ያው የተወሰነ ቻውን እቺዛች እንደጠናላ 1 ቃዳ በላይ ትበልጣለች ማለት ነው። እቺኛዋ ስንዴ ወተስ
ንብ እርባታም እንደምናየው እዚህ ውስጥ አለ እና ይሄ ፕሮጀክት ልንጀምር የቻልንበት ዋናው ይሄ ባህላዊ የዚህ ክልል ባህላዊ መስኖ ነው። ድሮ ጀምሮ ነው ያለው ባህላዊ ሆኖ እና በዝናብ እጥረት ምክንያት በውሃ እጥረት ምክንያት ያላቸው ደንና ያላቸው የተፈጥሮ ዛፎች እዚህ ውስጥ እየተመናመኑ እየጠፉ ነው ሄዱት እና በዚህ ምክንያት ኮሚኒቲው ሌላው ሳይት ሲያይ ለዚህኛው ደግሞ ጥያቄ ያቀርቡልና
Another sector that benefits in a consistent way from the aid received from the African Development Fund is the private sector. This is the case in Kinshasa, in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Small companies and craftsmen are at the heart of the social and economical growth of the country. That is why the African Development Bank invested $2.42 million in the Congo Advance Bank to facilitate loans to up-and-coming small and middle-sized businesses.
Nous achetons des bassins Afrique de l'Ouest, donc Bénin, Sénégal, Togo, Côte d'Ivoire, Mali aussi.
Pendant gagner un peu de bénéfices, ici de suite, 3-4 ans après, j'ai construit ici la grande boutique. 2 ans après, j'ai acheté la parcelle.
Another country and another situation. A few years ago, this road between the months of February and November during the tropical winter resembled the Enugu Road in Nigeria, Bamenda, and Cameroon, other than the fact that it was virtually unusable. Even the rare taxi or minibus that did take it refused to transport women on the pretext that they would need men to help push the vehicle when it would inevitably break down or need to be pulled out of the mud. Already isolated like everyone here, women then endure a second form of exclusion, a situation that could not continue because the ADF attaches great importance to the genre and gender inequalities in its interventions.
Going to the market in Batibo or Guzang was very difficult during the rainy season. We really suffered. Getting transport was a big problem and we had to walk. When a minibus comes, we would be left standing and only men would enter. The drivers did not like to carry women because they could not help to push the bus out of the mud. So you would find the majority of passengers were men. In one minibus you would find only 3 women, all dressed like men, so they could help in pushing the vehicle whenever it got stuck.
Because of the result of the good routes, now we have been selling very well. Because of this, even some of my children have entered into higher institution. But before, many of them dropped because I was not selling anything. But I thank God for everything that was happening to me. Because God have really helped for the road. Because even before that, my husband was selling banana, all these things, planting. Many people don't come here because of bad road.
Examples of structured and integrating projects are enabled in Senegal due to the investment ladder. In Senegal, the African Development Bank approved the launching of a number of infrastructure projects of a great scale. The approach of the Senegal Bank was exhaustive because it was thoroughly multi-sectored. It offered the whole range of finance that the group could offer. The bank also simultaneously launched 4 important infrastructure projects in less than 2 years to the cost of 1.3 billion euros. Container terminal in the port of Dakar, Blaise Diagne International Airport, Senegal Kounoune Power Station, 125 megawatt coal-fired power plant in Sendou, Dakar-Diamniadio toll highway. These projects have become the main backbone of the Senegalese infrastructure. This integrated approach has an important impact on development and presents a more efficient way for the bank to lead the financing of projects. Senegal is a prime example of the policies and the steps taken by the ADF in aiding the structural transformation of Africa. The inadequacy of infrastructures hold the economic growth back by 2% every year and reduce the company's productivity by close to 40%. The infrastructure's financial needs are estimated at $93 billion per year, with a financial deficit estimated at $48 billion. To optimize the synergy and the economic advantages of the infrastructure boom, the ADF prefers the integrated approach of the development of coordinated and complementary projects. It is this thinking that animates the African Development Bank to take the leading structuring actions with the African Development Fund, the ADF.